Darkest TikTok iceberg. Why do people keep asking for that? Oh, I actually remember this story. I haven't seen his video on it, but I remember this was on Reddit. There was a random TikTok that was taken, well, at least this story, I guess the whole thing might not be connected. A random TikTok taken of a girl with like a black eye and shit. And then Redditors actually were the ones that maybe potentially connected her to a missing persons case. I don't remember the result. I don't know if it actually turned out to be true or not, but yeah, I guess we'll check it out, sure.
We're doing it from most tame to most gruesome. This video gets really dark, and it sounds so ironic because it's TikTok, but you guys would
no, TikTok's a fucked platform.
There. Also, I made
Shit's
this
nutty.
list. I hope you guys watch the whole thing. By the way, make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Actually, don't subscribe yet. I'll earn your subscription by the end of this video.
Hey.
Without botting accounts. Like most social media, TikTok has
underwhelming.
Users that want followers can easily look
Everyone
up
knows
how to buy
TikTok's botted the fuck.
Google. I don't know how lame you have to be to do that stuff.
Hey, fun fact. That's how Travis Scott started. Travis Scott bought all of his followers on SoundCloud when he started. His manager came out and said that Travis Scott, paid him to set up a bot farm for his SoundCloud engagements, and then he was able to pitch that manufactured success to a record label. So yeah, that shit really works.
Fetishization of murderers. TikTok
True
is
crime.
a place for anyone with any interest.
That was big on Tumblr.
Some people are push the boundary a little when they begin romanticizing these murderers. Take Cameron Herron, for example.
Oh,
in
Jesus,
April
yeah.
of this year, this
Fuck.
21-year-old man was sentenced to a total of 24 years in
Actually
prison
forgot
for
about
killing
that.
a 24-year-old mom and her baby during an illegal street race. Yet people on TikTok were begging for his freedom because he is quote-unquote cute. With dedicated fan edits, comments like, "Chances should be given and he deserves it," and "He is innocent, please let him go," or "Justice for him."
They still exist. I see them on Twitter all the time.
These comments have no real
All the
sense of
time.
murder. And it's not only male murderers that are
Exit
simped
tier
for,
one
though.
chaotic
There's also the
meatball,
case of
Recep
Isabella
kitten.
Guzman, who in 2013 was the age 18 and stabbed her mother 151 times, killing her. TikTok teens
shit.
began requesting for her freedom because 1, they just thought she was cool, and 2, people said that the only reason she killed her mom was due to being abused, though that was never proven, so people were just going off word of mouth.
Jesus
Fetishization of
Christ.
school shooters. Just like young teens simp for murderers, they also simp for school shooters. Most notably, Devin Erickson, which we actually
What?
talked about on this channel back in March.
Who the fuck is
That's
that?
exactly what you'd expect. Fan edits, comments saying he's hot, and I wouldn't doubt some asking for his freedom. Speaking of romanticizing school shooters, I remember FTP made a couple
Wait,
shirts
who
referencing
the fuck was that? I've never heard of that guy. He was a school shooter? Dude straight up had like cotton candy hair. I guess that's good that I have no idea that dude's name. But yeah, no, I had no clue. I've never seen that guy before in my fucking life.
I don't know who started this trend of thinking school shooters are people you should idolize, because they're not. They're shit humans that took away lives of innocent people. The surface. Faking disabilities. There was an instance
Ooh, this
last
was
week
big.
where this girl
Still
on TikTok
big.
did some detective work and found out that the account at Adopted and Disabled Child was actually a guy pretending to be disabled. For what? All credit to her, because she actually found out that the quote-unquote disabled man in the video is a soccer player for a Norwegian football team. I don't know what goes on through your head to say, you know what? I should fake a disability
Holy
today
shit.
and post it on TikTok. Lopez brothers. Okay, I honestly don't want to waste my breath on these fucking idiots, so I'm gonna
I
make
don't
this
know
one
them.
really quick. Yes, they are both guilty of soliciting minors. Yes, there is proof.
She's 14. And you are how old?
Who the fuck are they? I've never heard of them.
You can end up in jail.
I do realize that.
And
Man, that video didn't really pop off. Let me take a peek. I bet they're doing just fine on TikTok. Honestly, it might even be good marketing on TikTok, so that way the little girls think they have a chance with them, I guess. Which they very well might. Tony Lopez has 23 million followers, and he's doing real well. Posted a day ago. Let's go! He rated his attractiveness. Look at this. Nice. Yeah, no, that really, man, him being outed as a pedophile apparently really, fuck, it really ruined him. Who was the other one? Andre Lopez? He probably took the brunt of it. 21 million followers. He's doing even better than his brother. Hey, look, he's doing a dance. Nice. See, that's the beauty of TikTok. No matter what you do, you can't be canceled on there. And you know why? Because kids don't care. Kids do not give a shit. These two could have literally executed a child on TikTok livestream, put a gun to his head, blew their fucking brains out, and then did a dance on their corpse. Kids would have forgiven them. Literal next day.
For some reason, little girls still love them.
Oh, he even mentions it, yeah.
His TikToks would get millions of views, and I'm sure you've seen them on your For You page at some point. Well, last month, multiple minors came out explaining that Jerob had groomed
I guess
them.
Tori.
One of them, the one that got the most views, was a boy by the name of DYLG16. Joe would send him and his minor friends online BDSM tests and would ask to see their scores so
Jesus
he could see what
Christ.
their kinks were. He even offered to buy him alcohol. And if that wasn't damning enough, Jerob ended up deleting his account shortly after these allegations came out. Bro, if there's one thing I don't like, it's fucking groomers, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Cartel TikTok.
To be fair, that dude probably wouldn't have recovered. I think you're probably right. The people that are fine and uncancelable on TikTok are like the dudes that are decent looking. This guy stood no chance. This guy was fucked the second he got outed as a child groomer. But yeah, the other ones are doing just fine for literally being outed by multiple people for preying on minors.
Zombie Woman is the nickname given to a woman in distress recorded from a neighbor earlier this year in May in Seattle, Washington. Now, I've tried researching what actually is the story behind this video, but there isn't really a solid story. So, I'm just going to read you guys some popular theories. The first theory is that this woman is a victim of domestic abuse due to dyeing her hair pink and her boyfriend not liking it. Also forgot to mention that in that same theory, the boyfriend allegedly ripped her hair out due to not liking the pink. That's the most I could find for that one. The second theory
That's
is
probably
that this
not
woman
it.
is just on some type of heavy drug like bath salts. The third theory
That's
is that this
more
woman
likely.
is a victim of human trafficking and she had escaped her abuse.
That is
Someone
possible.
said
Man, that actually
The
does
body
look like a
in the-
fucking scene from Martyrs, if any of you guys are unfortunate enough to have watched that movie. That movie's disturbing. This actually does look like a scene from that. So this was real? This wasn't like some theater promotion thing or something? Like some kids doing high school theater? Because the cops are actually here, so I'm guessing this was a real person. Damn, that is fucking sad. Martyrs isn't that bad? Bro, that movie hits hard. That movie, like, not just like the gore shit they show. That movie, like, even its message is disturbing. The whole movie is about torturing women so they can get as close to death as possible, so hopefully they'd have an out-of-body experience and see what's on the other side. And to accomplish that, they torture the women, like, by literally, like, peeling all of their skin off, like, degloving their whole body. Like, that movie's nutty. That movie is, like, really nutty.
Holocaust challenge. Yo, I can't
Oh,
even
I
believe
remember
some
this
of the
one.
stuff I'm saying right
I remember
now.
that one.
This is real stuff that happened on TikTok. In August of 2020, a new trend began emerging in US TikTok. In this trend, teenagers would pretend to be Jews that had died during the Holocaust.
Yeah, that one was pretty fucking crazy.
Diane Saltzman, the director.
One thing I always found pretty interesting about this is, like, what is the thought process here? Like, so they died at Auschwitz and they went to heaven, and yet they're still, like, covered in dirt and, like, hurt and stuff, even while in heaven? Like, that's gotta suck. You go to heaven in the same state you left the world. Like, if you get hit by a fucking train or something, you just go to heaven in pieces? That'd be terrible. What a horrible, like, entrance.
Is offensive to survivors
Easy
and
tier one
trivializes
macaroni
the
and
history.
cheese.
I don't know how fucking stupid you have to be to do this shit, bro. That's just weird and disrespectful. Ronnie McNutt video. In
This one,
2020,
I remember this
normal
one
TikToks
too.
would be posted onto the app.
Fuck,
Well,
this
that's
one
what
was
we
heavy.
thought. Until the TikTok would then cut to a clip of a man shooting himself in the head with a rifle. Well, he actually shoots himself in the face, not. Well, like right here. I'm sure you guys have probably seen the video. These TikToks were disguised as your
Yeah, that
average
one was
dancing
wild.
videos.
That was a
memes,
fucked up
K-pop
trend.
fan came confirmed that the rumor of Ronnie doing this, quote, because his girlfriend broke up with him, is entirely false. He explains that Ronnie did this due to suffering from PTSD and depression.
Oh, yeah, that one was super
TikTok
sad.
beheading video. In the summer of
That
this
one was
year,
really
the
fucking
video
sad.
began Cassie Compton. In January of 2021,
This one I remember
a
from
video
Reddit.
posted on TikTok went viral due to showing a woman sitting in the backseat of a car. People compared this woman to Cassie Compton, a 15-year-old who disappeared from her home in Stuttgart, Arkansas on September 14th of 2014. Though, these were later found out to be two completely different people. And
Oh,
the
it
woman
wasn't
in the
right?
video was confirmed by family to be Haley Grace Phillips. She had been reported missing by a family member
Oh,
who saw the
well,
video.
it was
but
right, though.
on her own account had just left home due to a falling out with her father. So,
Oh.
you know, she didn't think she was missing. She just like left home. And when asked about the black eyes, she explains that she had been jumped and robbed by two women when leaving the store. And the men in the car were friends of hers helping her track down the attackers. Many were still skeptical to if she was telling the truth or if her abusers were telling her.
So Reddit
she
was
saying
almost
things.
right,
Though we
kind
have no
of.
idea what the Austin 13. Austin Morosky was a TikToker with many followers who was accused of raping his 5-year-old sister. Yup, you heard that right. So
Jesus
basically,
Christ.
there is no hard evidence that I could find to this case. It's all just word of mouth from people that went to high school with him.
That if you happen to get in the same scenario like myself, don't beat yourself up. Let this be a lesson to my followers and whoever's watching that words will and can affect someone's life, along with the cyberbullying.
Which, by the way, is one of the worst apology videos I've seen.
What?
It's right up there with James Charles and David Dobrik. You'd expect them to be like, no, I did not my sister, or yes, guys, I did.
Holy
but
shit.
He just dodges the question. He acknowledges nothing.
What the
Lady
fuck?
cat killer.
Wait, what the fuck? That was actually like his response? I imagine he's doing just fine on TikTok. He probably didn't even need to do that for his TikTok followers. They don't give a fuck. What was his name? Austin13? He does not have a TikTok anymore. That's a first. Yeah, I typed it in right. The AWS. Yeah, I typed it in right. Oh, 316. Oh. Okay, hold on. No, still not. And it was Austin13. Man, fuck you guys making me think I was wrong.
On July 28th in San Antonio, Texas, this girl and her friends saw someone hanging from the railing of a drainage ditch. The 25-year-old man had just committed suicide, and instead of calling the police, well, one of the teens filmed the other one stealing his necklace. Yes, removing it from his lifeless body. To make matters even worse, they filmed it and posted it on
Full-blown
Snapchat.
Logan
I have
Paul.
no idea how stupid you have to be to film yourself committing a crime. I mean, because if you think about it, they could have gotten away with it. And I'm not condoning them getting away with it. But seriously, how stupid, like, just don't film
Holy
it. Again,
shit.
I'm not condoning what they did. Good that they got caught. I'm glad they were idiots and filmed it. When asked by the police why she stole the necklace, she says that it matched her fashion style. Honestly, I didn't.
That's
I
a
didn't
good-
expect any better
That's a
reasoning
good
from this
point,
girl.
actually.
The police,
How are they doing on TikTok? What was her name? What was it? Bethany what? Yeah, I'm sure if I type in how many people are actually fucking named Bethany in 2022, I'm sure it'll come up. Bethany 3160. I'm not falling for it twice. No, it looks like she has also been banned. Man, maybe TikTok actually does sometimes take action. Then why not for the other like predators? Yeah, it looks like she is also off. Her name was Bethany Martin.
Zachary Lathan.
Her account still exists.
Often
It's at
dubbed
50K.
The TikToker who killed his neighbor for clout.
Thank you, some
Zachary
Dal
Lathan
stars.
did just that. Eventually, the family's son and father confront Zach by going to his house, and meanwhile, Zach's wife is recording everything. Yeah, the dude had a wife at the age of 18. What the f? Anyway, Zach ends up going ape mode and stabs William in the armpit, puncturing his lung, killing him. People say this was an attempt to gain TikTok clout since the wife was recording, but I personally think it's just a man with mental and anger issues not knowing limits. Also,
Jesus.
the argument, the people came up to his side, and I'm not defending it again, that kid's a fucking idiot. But yeah, rest in peace to that man. Rest in peace. Joseph Jimenez.
I'm assuming
Another
that
recent
TikTok
event on
guy's
this
in
list
jail
is
now.
this, when explaining why he did it, he says that voices were telling him that by killing both of those two teenagers, he would be saving the world.
Fuck,
Claire
maybe, Jesus Christ, maybe that Reddit commenter really was real then. Fuck me, oh my god. What? Jesus Christ. Yeah, going out in public's scary, man. What's the name of that old song from Under Oath? It's dangerous business going out of your front door or something? The shit is super true. And it really feels like more and more people are becoming unhinged. I don't know what it is, but it just really feels like more often now than when I was growing up, people are becoming significantly more on edge and dangerous. Thanks to Tier 1 Dat Boy and the resub up down. It might just be like more access to information, but goddamn, this fucking scary.
Claire Miller is a 14-year-old girl that murdered her disabled sister, Helen, that had cerebral palsy, a disorder that affects a person's posture, muscles, and balance. Claire hysterically called 911 and just admitted to murdering her sister, and when the police arrived, they noticed that she had tried washing the blood that was on her hands in the snow on the ground. So I guess there was just bloody snow everywhere. And they had found a knife
What?
inside of the older sister's neck. They are charging her for murder as an adult. She's not being charged
Good.
as a minor. She's being charged as a full adult. So she's
That's
gonna
good
get these
news.
consequences.
God damn.
Nicola Priest. This is by
I think
far
as TikTok continues to grow, pretty much every criminal ever is going to be able to be traced back to a TikTok account. So literally every criminal from this point forward, I imagine, will be able to watch TikTok videos of them doing the Doja Cat dance or some shit at some point. Because it's just everyone has one now. So literally every single murderer is also going to be a TikToker by extension. That's a pretty wild future.
So this woman from the UK named Nicola Priest would post
Thanks,
TikToks
Reese of
mourning her
Innocence.
dead daughter. This woman actually murdered her own kid and then went on TikTok post mourning her own daughter. People found this out because you can actually search her up on public records and it says there that she murdered her kid. That's what she is. And if you go back and watch some of the videos, her account is still up, by the way. If you go back and
What?
watch some of the videos, it's so fucking creepy seeing like just no.
Why? Why is her account still up?
Acting like she didn't fucking kill her own daughter.
What? What was her name? Nicola Priest. How is she doing? No, it's down now. Okay, so it must have been up in August. It is down now. So far, almost all of them have been. I'm very surprised. Usually they're not. Why just 15 years? I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. I imagine, if I had to take a guess, I would say it's probably the UK. Let's see, in fact. Mom who killed 3-year-old for interrupting her having sex posts... What? Posts apology to her parents. And yes, she was from Solihull, England. She made a fucking YouTube apology video for killing her 3-year-old daughter. She was having sex with her boyfriend and got interrupted. And so she killed her daughter. What was the thought process? It's not like she was going to go back to getting laid after committing a murder in front of the boyfriend. Oh shit, the boyfriend is also implicated in this. The vomiting was the result of the severe beating you were both responsible for inflicting on her. No doubt you irritated by her crying, asking to be let out. It interrupted the two of you when you wanted to have sex. You lost your temper and you were joint participants in the assault. Holy shit. And they got 15 years. It's a fucking joke, man. That's a fucking joke. Yep, that should be life for both of them, I would say. And what's even wilder, she used it for clout on TikTok.
All right, yeah, that was the iceberg.
That was a lot of shit.
Let me know what you guys want to see.
There's a shart trend as well. Now that just sounds like good fun. No one's getting hurt in a shart. Damn. Yeah, that was a lot of shit I'd never even heard of.